These Disney characters are relatives in the same film universe. Here's the big theory. What do these 4 characters have in common? They're all related, gods, each triggering events in each other's films. Hinted at by Olaf, who is made of ancient magic, he says, water has memory linked to the Little Mermaid, men are 6 times more likely to be struck by lightning, linking to Hercules, and that gorillas burp when they're happy, linking to Tarzan. So let's explain. In Frozen, after an accident with Elsa, they get trolls to wipe the memory of Anna. This prompted the royals to set sail to understand Elsa's powers better. But what if the secondary reason was because they had another child, Tarzan, and they didn't know if he would turn out like Elsa or Anna? Once leaving, they could have got the trolls to erase the kingdom's memory, which is why we never hear of Tarzan in any scenes. While sailing, their boat would sink, exactly like we see in Tarzan. In Frozen 2, we do get a scene with water memory, which suggests the parents' tales ends there. But because this is water that remained on the ship, chances could exist that this was the moment before they escaped. Tarzan, growing up on land, thrived, and not only that, he could talk to animals because he also had powers. As we learn in Frozen 2, Queen Iduna's children were granted powers for a selflessly saving Agnar. But what if they're actually demigods and the forest spirit is their true parent? What if the forest spirit is Jord in Norse mythology or Gaia in Greek mythology, one of the original gods with control over nature? She remains consistent in both mythologies, but with different names, making Tarzan and Elsa demigods, as Queen Iduna doesn't have powers but carried them both. This would explain why a powerless Iduna didn't survive in Tarzan, but Tarzan is able to communicate with the animals, exhibiting his powers of nature. Similar to Ariel's godly aquapathy, which allows her to talk to sea creatures. And we know this is a power because she can still do this even when she's in human form. So how were they related to Hercules and Ariel? Triton is the son of Poseidon, brother of Zeus in Greek mythology, and Gaia, their great-grandma or grandma, depending on the way you look at it, making Hercules, Tarzan, Elsa and Ariel next of kin. But it doesn't stop there. They all directly impact each other's films. It all starts with Gaia, who creates the Titans, making up the elements of fire, wind, water and earth, the same key elements in the forest in Frozen 2. We even see young versions of the Earth Titan that can also be seen in Hercules, further solidifying Gaia's existence in the universe. In Hercules, Zeus imprisons them before they are re-released by Hades and defeated by Hercules. This makes Zeus weary of her future descendants. We then move forward a few centuries. In The Little Mermaid, a pirate attack leads to the loss of Queen Athena, Triton's wife. But what if the pirates were actually sent by King Runard, Elsa's grandpa, who feared magic? In Frozen 2, King Runard goes a step further and builds a dam, limiting Triton's domain. Runard persists that he hates magic because he can't control it, and Triton hates humans. Could this be part of the reason why? Runard then betrays the Northoda, forcing Gaia to expel everyone to protect the land, but gives Iduna with demigod children for being selfless. Several years later, when Queen Iduna is sailing, her ship mysteriously sinks. In Tarzan, we see the ship on fire. Perhaps Zeus struck it with lightning, thinking it would prevent her children from causing more events like we saw in Hercules. In Frozen, we see the ship simply sinking. Perhaps this was revenge from Poseidon, knowing that King Agnar was the child of Runard. One way or another, the ship sinks and it could be one of the ships we see in The Little Mermaid, forcing Queen Iduna and King Agnar to raise Tarzan on a random island. Maybe upon learning who was on board, Triton sends the ship back north as a sign of respect, hence why we see it in Frozen 2. What if in Frozen 2, when Elsa was trying to get to Atalan, it was Triton causing the waves, but ultimately gave her a horse when he realized who she was? Horses as gifts is a trend we see amongst this family. In Hercules, a cloud is turned into Pegasus, a winged horse. In Frozen 2, when Elsa is surrounded, we see a winged horse before she freezes it. These 4 characters are related with intertwining stories. Like and follow for more.